Guys, welcome back to my channel Legal Clinic by BA. If you are new here, hello. My name is BA Adekoya. I'm a legal practitioner practice here in Lagos, Nigeria, and this channel is about life, law, family, entertainment, property, succession, and any other things that comes to mind that is worth sharing. Yes. On my way back from work, a colleague reached out to me and he asked if there is anything called a deed of separation. At the time I got the message, I was attending to something that is property related, and I was still wearing my property law cap. So I quickly responded. I said yes. However, it is not called a deed of separation. It is called a deed of partition if it has to do with family property. So he called back. He said no. He just wanted to confirm if couple can have some form of separation agreement, like a deed of separation. I said, oh, though I've answered this question, however, I just thought of sharing it with you guys. First of all, what is a separation? A separation is a situation where parties, couples, no longer stay together or no longer stays as couples anymore. No longer, it's a situation where couples no longer have the marital relationship between them. You know what I mean? Separation is really at large. It can be temporary, it can be permanent, it can be constructive, it can be actual. Parties can actually be staying in one household. Parties can be staying under the same roof and be said to be separated. Parties can be staying apart and be said to be separated. So that's why I said separation is at large. It's really at large. So I would love to do a video and discuss, explain to you guys what a separation really means under the law. It's really at large. So that being said, so separation agreement or a deed of separation, as the case may be, basically captures an agreement regarding the matrimonial property, the financial matters, contribution as to the upkeep of the children, agreement whether to create a budget for how the finances will be run, agreement as to who will have the custody of the children, access, the type of access that will be granted to the other party, agreements as to the school fees of the children, how it will be contributed, how it will be paid, the sharing formula of the matrimonial property, agreement as to the medicals, the traveling, cost, the finances, as the case may be. It has to do with agreements between parties as to the day-to-day activities of the family. It has nothing to do with divorce. So it is only by decree of dissolution of marriage by a court of competent jurisdiction that a marriage can be dissolved in Nigeria. Parties cannot, by any form of agreement, agree to dissolve a legal marriage, a statutory marriage in Nigeria. Note, however, that a deed of separation or separation agreement, as the case may be, is better drawn up by a qualified legal practitioner, because such agreements can be relied upon in the event that parties now finally agree to file for a petition for a dissolution of marriage. Such agreement can be relied upon. So you want to get a qualified legal practitioner to draft such an agreement in order to make such agreement enforceable under the law. Like I've said, all the information in my web series will be to inform, educate, enlighten one person out there. It is not to be taken as a legal advice whatsoever. Viewers shouldn't act upon any of the video in my web series without having to consult with a qualified legal practitioner. And if you do have a legal challenge that requires a quick legal clarification, please feel free to get across to me, and be rest assured I'm going to get in touch with you, give you a solution that will be suitable for couples. Yes. And of course, if you have a question that is outside my area of specialization, feel free to get across to me, and I promise to get in touch and with a legal practitioner that specializes on that area of law that you require help, and I will get right back to you. So if you find this video very useful, share, like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next